It goes back thousands of years. And the word God, what does it mean? Do you know the meaning? It comes from the Old English nomadic form of good. And it means the ultimate good better than good. Good. Okay, that's nice. Something really, really good. But let's look at the word Allah. It's Allah's name. At the same time, what does it mean? It comes from the root ilah, ilaha. What is that? Huh? It means a God. It means something to worship. Not just good, it's something you worship. Now an ilaha, can be a rock. People can worship a rock. People can worship a stick. People can worship a stone. People can worship a human being. People can worship a bone. People can worship anything they want to, right? That's a God. In English, we put little g. And when we want to talk about the God, we use a big G. Well, in Arabic, Aramaic, and Hebrew, there's no capital letters. If you want to indicate what you're talking about, it's not something you just have to see. You can hear it. There's a difference between Ilah and Allah. Can you hear the difference? Of course you can. The word Allah is to mean from the word to worship, but watch this. It means the only one to worship, and it cannot be made female or male. It's not man or woman. Now, some of you know the Spanish language, right? La vaca means the cow, yes? El toro means the bull. So the A sound meant the girl, and the L sound meant the boy. At the end of it, the A and the O, right? Vaca, toro. Got me? And so this is correct because you gave the right sound for the female or male. But in Arabic, it has the same thing, male, female sounds. But look at this. When it's Allah, it cannot be made female or male. The other thing, it cannot be made plural. It cannot be 2 or 3 or 10 or 50. Whoa. So now we know that Allah has a meaning, and it's the name of who? The only one to worship. So now you choose what you want to say. If you like to keep saying God, from good, or if you would like to say Allah, the only one to worship, that's your choice. Because the one who created you knows what's in your heart anyway. And nobody's trying to get you to change anything. Just so you know, I want you to be able to walk out that door knowing something about real Islam and what Muslims are supposed to be. I would like to wrap this up with a little advice. Don't look to what some Muslims do to understand what Islam is. You now have the knowledge to know what Islam really is and what Muslims are supposed to be. So if you see Muslims who don't Islam, it doesn't change what Islam is. And that's their problem. You probably should pray for them and think, I wish you would follow your religion better. How about that? Also, keep in mind that if a person walks with a limp, it doesn't change the quality of the word walk, does it? If you said, oh, that man limps, I don't want to walk. Why? Well, he limps. What's it got to do with you? Somebody speaks funny when he talks, so you're not going to talk. Why? Because he talks funny. That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of people out there working don't make very much money. That doesn't stop you from trying to work and make money, does it? You work. Even though this guy works bad or that guy works better or somebody makes more money, it doesn't matter. You still work, don't you? Of course you do. So when it comes to this word Islam, this is between you and Allah. If you want to surrender, if you want to submit, if you want to obey, and you want to do it in true sincerity and in peace, that's up to you. Nobody can make you do it. We have a saying in Texas that I found out we borrowed from the Arabs. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So we've led you to the water. And it's time to find out if you're ready to take a drink. For those of you who heard my voice today and understood what I said, and you're ready to make a commitment to your Allah, not to me, not to become a Saudi, not to become a Pakistani, not to become an American, but to become one who Islam, a true Muslim, then you can stand up now and do so. And for those of you who just recently stood up and made your shahada within the last 24 hours or so, go ahead and stand up now. Go ahead. And those who would like to can do so. And just repeat after me. Now, Muslims, I want you to help us out here so they can hear the correct pronunciation. And say this. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. This means I bear witness in open testimony there's no God to worship except Allah alone. And I bear witness that I'm going to do my best to copy the last prophet who came and live up to what he taught us to do. And that's all it means. It's very simple. And then it's up to you after that if you really do it or not. This explains what is Islam and who are the Muslims. And I would like to close with a little small dua or supplication or prayer and say, oh God, please guide all of our hearts to the right way. And if you agree with me, say Ameen. Ameen. Oh Allah, guide our hearts to the right way. Ameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. آمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. You've been listening to Islam Tomorrow. We're broadcasting almost live all the way from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Visit us on the internet at www.islamtomorrow.com for rebroadcasts of this and other exciting programs. And until next time, this is your host, Yusuf Estes, reminding you Allah is as salam, the peace, and may peace be with all of you. Assalamu alaikum, y'all.